Yaddle was born 509 years before the Battle of Yavin, and shares the same species as both Yoda and Grogu. She was a member of the Jedi Council during the time of the invasion of Naboo. However, she stepped back from the Jedi Council and took a more passive role in the Order before the Clone Wars. She was not fighting on the front lines, nor was she having any real affiliation with the High Council. Apart from seeing her in The Phantom Menace, we haven't really seen much of Yaddle in canon. We did see her in a Darth Vader comic where she battled him as an illusion in his castle. This could mean that she's dead and now has become part of the Force. However, it could just be, an illusion. It could just be part of the Force regardless of her being alive or dead. Also, if that was intended to mean she was dead, that could easily be retconned. I think it's perfectly reasonable for a small part of a comic to be retconned for a larger story like The Mandalorian. If Yaddle survived the Great Jedi Purge, it's very likely that she'd still be alive during the time of The Mandalorian, meaning that she could be the one to find Grogu and to train Grogu. She's the same species, so Din really would be returning Grogu to his kind, and she's, got the age in her. She's only about 500, that's about half the age that Yoda was. But let's talk about the likelihood of Yaddle surviving the Purge. We know that Yaddle took a step back from the Jedi Council after the invasion of Naboo, and before the Clone Wars she was taking a lot more of a passive role. We don't know why, but that's basically just what it says on Wikipedia. Now, it's likely then that she wasn't fighting on the front lines or anything when it comes to the Clone Wars, so she wouldn't have been surrounded by a lot of clones when Order 66 was called. However, it's likely that she was at the Jedi Temple, and we know that Anakin and the 501st marched on the temple. However, this could mean that she was the one to protect Grogu. She may be sacrificing herself in the process, meaning yes, she won't be the Jedi that comes to get her, but she's still involved in Grogu's survival. She could have taken Grogu away from the temple and hidden him away. Or a different Jedi could have been the one to do that, and she could be still out there, maybe even actively looking for Grogu. Maybe this whole time, during the time of the original trilogy, she didn't know that Yoda was alive, or Obi-Wan, and this whole time she's been looking for Grogu. In her mind, she would have seen Grogu as the New Hope, and not Luke Skywalker. We all assumed that every Jedi out there knew about Luke Skywalker, and knew about the Jedi that was still alive, and would have been looking for them. Why didn't Yoda know about them? But I think you gotta remember that at this time, when the Jedi are completely fractured, they wouldn't really be aware of each other's missions. If Yaddle was out there, in her mind, she could very well be the last Jedi, not knowing Yoda was alive, not knowing Obi-Wan was alive, and not knowing that the Chosen One, or at least what they thought the Chosen One to be, being Luke, was out there at all. She could have been completely out there looking for Grogu as her Chosen One, assuming that Grogu would be the future of the Jedi Order. Yes, Yoda could say, "When gone am I, the last Jedi will you be," but just not know that Yaddle's out there. Just as much as Yoda and Obi-Wan's survival was secret to the galaxy, Yaddle or any other Jedi's survival could also be a secret to Yoda. There's also a tiny little bit of out-of-universe evidence that could point to Yaddle's return into on-screen canon. Yaddle is actually seen in the LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga trailer, and yes, any character can make it into the Skywalker Saga, and they could have just been going for fan service, but maybe they were putting Yaddle into this game because they knew that she would be in The Mandalorian, and they thought they'd add her as almost a Mandalorian character. But why put some random character that had just been on screen for a moment in The Phantom Menace, and then put her into LEGO Star Wars? Again, it could be fan service, but it also could point to her having a larger role in the Star Wars canon. But what do you guys think? Do you think we'll see Yaddle in The Mandalorian, and do you think Yaddle will be the one to come and take Grogu away from The Mandalorian? Or do you think it'll be some other Jedi? Let me know in the comments down below. I love reading and responding to you guys' comments, so please leave as many as you can down there. I can't wait to read them. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I hope you have a great day.